Hello, I'm John Salee, and I ask that you just please bear with me. Wednesday, I had a bad fall, and I ended up injuring my right arm, which holds my dominant hand. So everything's a little more difficult right now. So please bear with me. And then um, yesterday, the bad news continued as my uncle, he's a deputy sheriff for Leon County, and he was involved in an altercation he got shot, and he has some serious injuries. He was life flighted, and he's in Temple undergoing surgery at this moment. So prayers for him. But the reason I'm here today is for fundraising to share with you this fundraising plan for equity in Middlebury ISD. And this plan is going to help create a community based solution for sustainable support. And so I'm the principal at Middlebury Elementary, and um, this is the problem. So another elementary school within Middlebury ISD, which was West Elementary, they secured classroom technologies via a strong PTA. They were able to raise money and through fundraisers and help their technology program. However, other schools, like the Middlebury Elementary School, where I'm the principal of, we had trouble raising funds through fundraisers. Um, so the results have been that on our campus have faced unequal access to digital tools, and hopefully, this presentation that I'm sharing with you, my superintendent of Middlebury ISD, will help persuade you to go with some fundraising ideas that I have. But before we get into that, the most important thing is that we understand our community. So, some strengths in our community is that we have resilient families, we have strong local traditions, we have supportive small businesses, and we have a solid alumni support. Some of the challenges that we found is through um, our district. We're here at our campus level trying to do fundraisers. We've had low PTA engagement as well, and so we've tried to do fundraisers. We send kids home with information, and they're trying to sell things, and it hasn't been very successful. We have limited disposable income at the with these low income families that our students um, have, and so it's caused problems through fundraising. So the goals that I've set up a short term goal and a long term goal. For the short term goal, I would like for us to raise enough funds for smart boards and document cameras per grade level, and that's pre kindergarten through third grade. And so, on the long term side of my fundraising goals, I want to build recurring community driven financial support for the future. And so, in order to do that, I would like to strengthen our PTA involvement. And so, to strengthen the involvement of our PTA, I want to host monthly workshops on leadership and fundraising. And I want to offer childcare and meals. And I want to partner with faith based and civic leaders in our community to help strengthen the PTA. And so I'm going to show you this website that I found, if I can get there. So there's a quick search of the internet, and I found some easy ways to get parents involved with the PTA. So see if we're sharing that. And so the one of the things that we need to do better here on our campus is that we need to explain options to parents. We can't assume that people know how to get involved with the PTA. So um, we need to send out information to parents about what the PTA is and how we'd love to hear from them. And when parents build strong relationships with one another, it usually leads to greater participation with the broader school activities like the PTA. So we want to make sure we keep it personal. There's a 7-step guide to starting up a PTA, and basically, with as few members that we have on the campus that I run, it is like we're starting up the PTA. So there is some good information here on this site, and it was just a quick search where with going through these steps, it can help us at our campus do better with involving parents and teachers to help support our campus. And let me go back to here and share this. And here's the website here I have for you. And that's just more information on how to get parents more involved with the PTA. So, something that I think is important, as well as getting more parents involved with the PTA, is business and grant partnerships. So, to add to our fundraiser, I want to get our local businesses involved with sponsorships. We're going to start a grant writing club, and it's going to have teachers, parents, and maybe some college volunteers. They're going to write grants, and then they're going to apply for grants to help fund, as well as the fundraisers that we're going to implement. So with the grant opportunities, they'll write the grants and then they'll apply for them, and that'll add to our incoming funds that we're going to get with our innovative low cost fundraisers. So we're going to have the plans that I have for implementing the fundraisers is a community yard sale. So what'll happen is parents and families, and it can be staff as well, they'll donate items, and then we'll have a yard sale and sell those, and all the funds will go toward what we're trying to do, which is raise money for smart boards and document cameras. And so we'll have another fundraiser, and it will be called Pennies for Progress. And basically, it's a coin challenge per classroom, and they'll bring in coins, and that'll be a great way to get funds as well. We'll have a family art night, and with that, we'll have a $3 entry fee. So students will be able to make their art, and they'll sell it through an auction format, and that'll help generate some money as well. We'll have a talent show, and with the talent show, I plan on having a $5 entry fee, and there'll be snacks and concessions sold, and all of that money will help go toward our goal of raising funds for technology here on our campus. So I want to show you something else that goes along with our, if I can get there. So with the quick search of the web, I was able to show how a community yard sale can help schools. And so community yard sales work well for schools, churches, sports teams, and other groups. One of the best things about these types of events is that there is little to no startup cost involved. We have plenty of land down by the main road and the businesses there in town that we can use to start this yard sale, and we can ask our community for donations. And there's also how to plan a community yard sale fundraiser. There's step-by-step instructions. Okay. So we're going to determine the purpose and goal of the community yard sale. And so first of all, we know what the goal is. We want to raise money for our students' technologies at our campus. We want to choose a date and location, so we'll get the best information. We'll look at the weather and plan a good day where we're planning on sunshine and do that. We'll recruit participants and volunteers. We're going to promote the event through social media. We're going to set the event up. We're going to run the event, and we're going to make sure we clean up all the stuff. And if the things we don't sell, we can donate to Goodwill. So the next thing was the change war that we were coming up with. This is an example of how Penny Wars was used as a fundraiser, and it was a fun way for the school to raise money. I think it'd be a fun way for our campus to raise money as well. So it involves real coins in the donation process, and then our students will bring in coins, and they'll have a competition amongst the classes to see who can raise the most money. The next thing that we would look at is the art show. So fundraisers for the art show, or let's see. So if we had an art show, our students can show their talent through art shows, and that's a great way. So looking at fun activities that to get parents out of the house and more involved, they can come to the art show and see how our students and community members, how talented they are. And what we can do is we can sell the art that the students and community members came up with. We can sell that and use that money to generate the funds we need for our technology. And then the last idea that I had was for if I could get this out of the way, it'd be better. Was for our talent show. And so there's a 12-step guide to how to run a fundraiser for a talent show. So talent shows is a great way to raise money. It can showcase the talents of members of our community and the students at our school. According to ASAE, one first-year talent competition, it doubled as a fundraiser, and it helped the American Blood Centers raise over $30,000. So there's a proven example of how this talent show was used as a fundraiser, and it helped get what this what what the center needed to raise money for. So, table of contents. So, through this guide here, it shows you what acts we could have in the talent show. Um, it tells us what we need. We need a venue, we need performers, we need judges, refreshments, promotions. We have these examples. They answer why should you hold a talent show fundraiser. So it's great information. How to plan, just in some other ideas for the talent show. And what I would do is I would put a committee together, and they would go through here, and we would have one of the best talent shows available. And so let me stop that, and I'm going to go back to my presentation. So again, community yard sale, pennies for progress. That was the coin challenge, family art night, and then a talent show. And there's the websites that I used that we can go and visit. So with the ways to raise money, I also want to get the student council involved. And so I want to start a program. It's called Tech for Tomorrow. And this is a campaign by the student council. And what the idea here is, they're going to host a STEM day with donation booths. And they're going to have student created posters and videos and a STEM day. So what a STEM day is, let me just show you what a STEM day is. We're going to go back to this page, and I'm going to go over here. STEM day. So basically, a STEM day can help empower the next generation of students, and there's all kinds of information on the web. 57 STEM activities for kids of all ages. So basically, um, we'll set this up, and I'll also have a committee to run the STEM day activities as well. And we'll have, as we're running it, parents will hopefully be involved, and we can actually raise money through donations. As far as that goes too, we can get our local businesses to donate to that. And so that's the STEM day. Lots of information on the internet, 57 STEM activities, numerous videos of cool ideas to run a STEM program. It works for K through 12 students, which we're focused on our campus, which is pre-K through third grade. And so I think that will be awesome to be able to do that as well. So those are the student-led initiatives. Tech for Tomorrow campaign by the Student Council. Another way to host a STEM day and get donations. And then, so we're going to have digital campaigns. We're going to have a GoFundMe page. We're going to ask alumni for $5 to $10 monthly donations. And what that will do is that'll be part of our goal back up here, which was the long-term build recurring community-driven financial support for the future. So hopefully, if alumni is donating monies monthly, that's recurring, and so that'll help. And what we want to do, we want to share all updates on social media. And through sharing the updates, it's going to help build trust. And when we build trust and we go and we share the fundraiser outcomes, we share photos on social media, we show the receipts and testimonials of how our students are being helped with these donations in getting the technologies needed. It's just going to help build trust in the community. We're going to continue to post updates in newsletters and bulletin boards and our school website. And so I think it's just a great thing. So this is the call to action. So I'm asking you, my superintendent, to approve these fundraisers that I came up with and help with the involving parents and the PTA, getting the community involved with our elementary school. This call to action is going to help support professional development for grant writing, share strategies across campuses. So we're not going to just share funds across campuses. We're going to actually share the ideas that helped each campus be successful in fundraising. And then we're going to reinforce equitable access for all students. And this is the contact information. I want to thank you for listening. And again, I asked my superintendent to approve these fundraising activities so that we can move forward and raise enough money and get the technology that our campus here at Middlebury Elementary so deserves and so needs for our students. Thank you very much.